Good evening, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me for the study. In my opinion, the study of the Dhammapada is the cure for suffering. Even if you just take in one line of the text, just one line of it, you're better off than you were before. You never know. One line of the text can lead into knowing the whole text, but it all starts with the first step. This is my translation. You can see it on the screen. I digitally remastered all pictures. It took me 8 months of excruciatingly tough work to do it. If there's any questions that I can help you with, please ask in the comments. I took 18 months to study the text. Here we go. Oh, this is The Elephant, chapter 23. Let me edit that right now. Verse 320. Just as an elephant endures arrows in battle, I will endure the words of the unvirtuous that pierce my heart and hurt my soul. Indeed, the unvirtuous are the majority in the world. (321) The greatest of men are tamed like an elephant led into the crowd, and the long-suffering like a horse that doesn't flinch when mounted. Verse 322. Well-trained mules are useful. Sindhu thoroughbred horses are outstanding. Kunjara breed elephants are fantastic. Those who tame themselves are the greatest. 323. Riding a tamed animal, however, will not transport you to the untrodden land of nirvana. Only people who tame themselves go there. Verse 324. The elephant called Dhanapalaka was difficult to hold, and his temples ran with sap. He did not touch a morsel when bound, and only yearned for the elephant forest. A person who is lazy and gluttonous, that dozes and wallows all day, like a well-fed pig, dies and is reborn again and again. Verse 326. Formerly my mind wandered about as it liked, wherever it wanted according to its pleasure. Now I hold it in check, like a trainer controls an elephant in heat. Verse 327. Take delight in mindfulness, guard your mind well, pull yourself out of this bog of evil, like an elephant that climbs out of the mud. Verse 328. If you find a wise and prudent friend who lives soberly, keep their company joyously and mindfully, overcoming all impediments. Verse 329. If you cannot find a wise and prudent friend who lives soberly, then like a king that has renounced his throne or a lone elephant in the forest, walk alone. 330. It is better to live alone. There is no companionship with a fool. Live alone and do no evil, at peace, like an elephant amongst the trees. Verse 331. It is good to have a friend when you need one. It is pleasant to be content with what you have. It is a blessing to have good memories when life is at an end. It is good to be released from all stress and suffering. Verse 332. It is good to honor one's mother. It is good to honor one's father. It is good to honor the monks. It is good to honor the Buddhas. Verse 333. It is good to be virtuous until life's end. It is good to have unshakable faith. It is good to acquire wisdom. It is good to do no evil. These chapters go really fast. If you guys want me to cover 2 chapters during the study, please leave a comment below. Chapter 24 is Craving. This is my artwork here. I just absolutely love how poetically written this text is and how wise it is. And what I want to say is, if you drink alcohol, you don't want watered down alcohol, okay? You don't go and buy a bottle of whiskey that's watered down. And when you're dealing with a lot of the text, when you're dealing with a lot of the knowledge, when you're watching videos and stuff like that, they're great because one word of wisdom is good. But when you're coming straight from a text like the Dhammapada, it's pure. It's all the wisdom that you need, and you're not going to get things that are purer than this. The study of the sutras is definitely for the wise. It's not for the unwise, and it's not something that's easy to do. Studying the sutras every night is something that takes dedication, intelligence, mindfulness. It's so much easier to throw on some kind of mindless entertainment or indulge in the senses, eat, do something like that. Studying the sutras is something that if you're serious about your spiritual practice, about really attaining nirvana, really attaining these high states, I highly recommend that you stay studying the sutras. Thank you so much. I appreciate your attending. As always, be well.